everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to study like Rory Gilmore. As we all know, Rory is such an academic queen with her amazing grades. We can learn to be like her, so don't you worry, you're in the right place. To be able to start studying, we want a cozy place because we all know that Rory's house is so cozy and full themed. We really want to make our studying space just like that. You can achieve this by adding certain lights, like having your LED lights on or lights that are orange or darker tones. So let's create a study environment inspired by Rory Gilmore. As you guys can see, my room is not really looking like a vibe. So let me show you how to do that. First of all, purchase some LED lights. These are literally life changers for the vibe of your room. Guys, look at this. It just automatically changes the vibe. We also don't really want these big lights on. It kind of just gives you a headache. Let's turn these off. Much better. Atmosphere is now better, but we can make it even better. The way that I always love to set the mood and create a study environment is with my rock light. I love this so much. It just creates such a vibe in your room and it's just so cozy. Make sure to get like a yellowish orangey light. If you don't have a salt rock lamp, it's totally fine. Any light could work as well. You can also put on your lamps while you're studying. I also put it on just so I can actually see whilst I'm studying. On your desk, make sure to have some candles. If you can't burn real ones, you can also get these fake ones because they add such a vibe to your room. For this cozy Rory Gilmore vibe, I'm gonna go with this caramel candle because I feel like she just gives caramel vibes. I know that sounds very weird, but I feel like she just does. And I feel like caramel is such an autumny kind of scent and flavor. Now let's place it on the desk. Also, something that I do is I change my desktop screen to like a full background. Doesn't this just make it so cozy? I feel like there needs to be more light here, so I'm gonna burn this other candle. You should really take these tips into account and make your room such a vibe. I always make my room like this in the mornings and also the evenings. Now this is just so cozy and just gives me such nice vibes to study just like Rory. I always now have to put this vibe on in my room to be able to study efficiently. I feel like I can't study as well without it because it just creates such a cozy vibe, especially having that YouTube video in the background. It just really helps me concentrate, especially because it also has jazz music in the background, and it can really make you feel like you're in a different place than you actually are. We can also have a playlist inspired by her in the background while we study. To help motivate us, we can also study in different areas, like if your school has a studying area. Let's go to my school studying area and study there. My school has a private study area and also like a room where you can speak, and I always choose to go into the private study because this can really give me a time in the day where I can just set aside to make sure that I can do my homework that's also within school hours. If you also have this in your school, really recommend studying in those hours and also going to a quiet room. Rory would definitely do that and make good use of the time given. Don't waste it, okay? If you've ever watched Gilmore Girls, then you would know that she has a plan for when she's gonna study. A plan helps you stay disciplined with your study and ensures that you do get your stuff done. Having a study schedule can help prevent procrastination as you have a set time that you need to actually do your work. And you can do this by just going on Pinterest, finding one that inspires you, and also seeing images that are cute and aesthetic of people who are truly embodying their inner Rory by studying. And then you can just add them and then put how your day looks like and then what times you want to study at. Today I have a lot to do, so let's plan what I need to do on my study schedule. I'm just gonna put the planner on this app called GoodNotes. I really take all of my notes here, and I do have one specific place though, kind of like a diary kind of thing. Now let's put the digital planner in, and today is a weekend and I have this essay, so let's start writing. You can also put a subject to a specific time block because it can also help you sort things out that are in your head and achieve tasks that may not seem possible to complete. Now that I have this, it just kind of acts like a schedule at school, and you should totally follow it like that. And it's such a pretty cute one. You can even print it if you like. Here's the schedule. Feel free to screenshot. While studying, Rory ensured to take detailed notes and highlight things that need to be highlighted. When you highlight things, it also makes it highlighted in your brain. And for me, it definitely helps me remember things, especially when it's like in some pretty pastel colors. Even if it is the little things, make sure that you do note that down. You can do this on your iPad or on paper. Rory does do this on paper. So now let's create some study notes inspired by Rory Gilmore. Here is my geography notes, not as good, so let's highlight them. It may just be me, but I literally can't look at a page that doesn't have highlighting on it. They need to be colored in colors. It actually has been shown to help remember things better. This is because you're actively reading and engaging, because if you were just passively reading, you would just skip past this important information. But as you're reading this importantly, you are also highlighting. It also allows when you come back to then see what you need to really understand, because it's the major points that you're highlighting. I also ensure to staple my notes together so then I don't lose them. Using highlighter colors like red and blue have also been shown to help remember things better. Also, the pen colors red and blue are really good to use. We can see that when Rory gets bored, she does switch from different subjects, like from math to maybe English. So don't overwork yourself on one subject. Take a break from that one specific subject and then go to the next one and then study that one. During my study period, I decided to switch doing my essay and instead doing some notes on biology. So definitely try that out. Because your brain may be tired in math, for example, but it may be capable to do some English. Rory Gilmore does in fact take breaks because we need our brain to still be functioning, and if we work too much, our brain struggles. Let's take a break inspired by Rory Gilmore, which definitely resembles making some coffee. Let's go on a little study coffee break. I went to a local cafe which has the most delightful desserts and drinks, and I got this chai latte. Other ideas of breaks is going out with your friends. We see Rory does go out and hang out with her friends and also goes out around town, goes to coffee shops or goes for a walk. Let's go on a walk and feel like Rory Gilmore with the autumn trees. Whenever you feel tired or stressed and just feel like you want to go on your phone but no, it'll make you feel sluggish and terrible, go out for a walk. That is what I always do, and it just helps resets and relaxes you, especially with fresh air. On a cozy little autumn walk. I always ensure to go on a walk every day. Well, at least try to get some fresh air. I definitely recommend this. I feel like it helped my mental health. Going on walks is just such a cozy idea just because there's like leaves falling and like acorns on the ground and you can just spend some time with yourself. Rory is very clear on what her goal is in terms of academics. For her, it's to go to Harvard. For some of us, it might be to get a B or an A or whatever goal you can achieve. Make sure that you do have this in mind when you're studying, as when you do find times when you're struggling to study, you keep this in mind. Ways that you can help motivate you is by making a place in your journal. You have your goals. So let's make one of those. A new school year or new season is just such a perfect time to start creating new goals. These goals can be for your life, for your school, for exercise, just anything, especially academics though, since this is coming from a Rory Gilmore point of view. And you can just search up goals on Pinterest and it also gives you some really good ideas. Even ChatGPT, like I just searched up Rory Gilmore goals and then it also helped inspire me to create some of these goals. And to help also study like her and also motivate you to study like her, you can make a mood board inspired by Rory's studying. So let's make a mood board inspired by Rory's studying routine. On Pinterest, I just searched up Rory Gilmore study aesthetic. There are a lot of quotes as well of things she says without the show that are quite inspiring as well. We all know the classic one. It's like, who cares if I'm pretty if I fail my exams? And I just put all of these quotes together with some other aesthetic photos of people studying and just like some coffee and notebooks. Here's the finished mood board. Feel free to screenshot. I hope that you can now officially study like Rory Gilmore and feel inspired to study more, because she is so cool in the fact that she studies a lot and has super good grades. I hope that I motivated you and inspired to just be like her and study like her, because I sure do. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!